Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Canadian musician Justin Rutledge is on the road in support of his latest offering and fifth studio album, Valley Heart, recorded in Toronto over just 8 days, which came out earlier this month. Last in town for the Winnipeg Folk Festival, Justin returns to play a show at the Park Theatre tonight and joins us this morning. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
So it's been 3 years since you last released The Early Widows.
That's correct, yes.
But you have not been twiddling your thumbs. You have been very busy.
I have been very busy. I've recorded another album with my band in Los Angeles, and they're called Early Winters. Mm-hmm. And I've also been involved in a couple of theater projects in Toronto, one with a great company called Necessary Angel, and then another one with Canadian Stage.
And you've been composing, you've been acting. Talk a little bit about, obviously, a different form of creativity. How has it been different for you, kind of as a musician, being on stage in that sort of sense?
Well, it's a little strange, but it does take a little bit more of a sort of a focus and a different level of commitment than music does. Music is a strange thing. I've always sort of done it, but acting is something that I've never done, and so it required. I took a couple classes, a couple courses, and. And I just really had to sort of, it required sort of an entire commitment. Whereas music, you sort of get up on stage, play your songs, and it's a genuine thing, and it comes from the core. But acting involves, mentally and physically and being so present that so it requires such a presence I've never experienced before. So it was tremendously hard work.
Well, was there an aspect of that you feel you brought into the writing process or the recording process with Valley Heart?
Yeah. Well, what acting sort of taught me was that there's something great. There's something sort of greater out there. I mean, I've sort of been focused on my own career for this is my fifth album. But it's such a singular sort of avenue, and so getting involved in the theater world really exposed me to a different avenue of creativity, and it released me from my own career, my own musical career for a little bit, and so it freed me up to sort of explore different areas of creativity, and I think that comes across in Valley Heart. I took a step back and really explored why I write music and why I write the songs that I do and why I enjoy doing that. And there's sort of there's a calm element to Valley Heart, and I think that's largely due to my time in the theater world and stepping away from music.
Sure, I read a great quote by you that said you wanted to make an album that sort of mirrored the way people look at old photographs, and I think that really gives the album maybe a bit of a reflective, sort of slowed down quality. Mm-hmm. And definitely a lovely listen. Pick up your copy. It was released earlier this month. Download it on iTunes, whatever the kids are doing these days. We are going to have a preview from Justin Rutledge coming up on the BT stage. He hits the Park Theatre tonight. Thanks, Justin.
My pleasure, Jenna.
Where in the world